Hi, Dr. Pelto here. I had a question that a patient asked. They asked, do orthotics vary with foot arch? And I want to explain. So yes, yes, yes. There are two types of orthotics. There are over-the-counter orthotics and there are custom orthotics. Over-the-counter, you might be able to find a high-arched orthotic. I have one I found on Amazon that has a higher arch. There are a lot for kids. They're called a UCBL, which is like a pediatric orthotic. I mostly do patients when they have a really high arch or a really low arch. I'll do a custom orthotic because it can contour a little bit better. So here's an example of a custom orthotic. This is the lab that I use. It's called Forward Motion. And this is what we use for most of our orthotics. Occasionally we use Northwest as well. They each have different benefits. Let me explain what happens for an orthotic. This is actually custom made. So my patients usually have 3 questions about orthotics. How long do they take to make? They may take 3 to 4 weeks because we are making them specific for your foot. How long do they last? Usually about 5 to 10 years. And then how much do they cost? In our office, they are $550, and usually insurance does not cover them. Okay, in Massachusetts, where I practice, but they are certainly well worth it if you talk to any patients about orthotics. Certain states they are covered. And this is what we do. We take this scanner. It's a 3D scanner. We scan the bottom of the foot. It gets a nice contour of the arch, and then I do the prescription. So based on arch height, which was the specific question, I can contour, I can get the arch height, and then I can make it accordingly. This is an example of once I scan the foot, I can put different order in. So if you want to talk about it, you have a different shell material. Is it flexible? Is it rigid? Or is it very rigid? What's the arch height? So do they have a low foot, medium, high, or no arch fill, which means the highest arch? So for example, a really high cavus foot, it would do something like this. And then it has other things that can also correct. I think the heel cup is the most important thing. Doing a deep heel cup, I think, is essential to correct the heel position and help stabilize the foot. And there's different postings and covering and accommodations and things like that. Certainly, if you have any other questions, please let me know about orthotics. I'm going to put another video here that I've talked about orthotics for the foot. You might find that interesting. But certainly any other questions, please ask them underneath here and I will try to answer them. And please subscribe to the page if you found it beneficial. Okay, thanks.